Hey, Travis again with Living Simply in the Advanced Humanity community. I have two things I wanted to show to you today. But first, I wanted to let you know that I took your suggestion. I went ahead and made a fire here. I think that's going to be a little nicer than an empty fireplace. I have two books I wanted to tell you about. The first one is called Living the Simple Life. It's by Elaine St. James, and it's a guide to scaling back and enjoying more. It's a really great book. It's got 100 tips, really simple tips that take about 2 pages each to explain. And they're really easy things that you can do to simplify your life. Some of them relate to things like technology and computers and email. Other things are more about professional or family kind of suggestions. And some are pretty big. I mean, if you go and try to change your lifestyle, have a job that you really love, sometimes that means you have to change your job or move to a new place. In Elaine's case, she and her husband moved to a smaller home, which allowed them to focus on the things they really cared about, and they found that that was a lot easier for them. So it's a great book. I really recommend checking it out. It's written back in 1996. So some of the things in the book that she predicted, she said there's this new thing coming along called the internet, and computers are taking up more and more of our time. That's something that we really have to look out for, but it's inevitable, she said, that these are going to be really big parts of our lives. I think she underestimated just how big they will be. Internet, right here, this video you're watching, makes it possible for us to connect with people like never before, but it's also something that can make our lives pretty complicated. So I really recommend checking this book out. It's really awesome. And again, it's Living the Simple Life by Elaine St. James. I'll have a link below this video so you can check it out. The second one is Goal Free Living by Steven Shapiro. And I really love this book. It says how to have the life you want now. And the cool thing about it is that he's talking about goals as something that actually can make our lives worse, make our lives more difficult. He has some great statistics here on the first page, and you can go to his website and take the Goalaholics survey to see if you're what he calls a goalaholic. By self-admission, he said that he was a goalaholic and has a really great description of his life in the very beginning that goes through in detail the challenges that he had in his marriage and in his work because of how type A personality he was and how goal-oriented he was. And it took him almost 10 years professionally to realize that he didn't want to focus all of his time on goals and sacrifice his personal life and his marriage. Instead, he's changed his life around and now believes in this idea of goal-free living. I found this book back in 2006, and it's made a huge impact on my life. I really, really enjoy it. And one of the big ideas that I took away from it is to have a theme for every year. In addition to dreams that I'm trying to accomplish and different things that I'm focusing on every year, to try to pull back from goals and having metrics and exact things you're trying to hit, but instead try to enjoy things. So for the past 8 years, I've had a theme for every year, and I've really enjoyed that. I'll put a link below so you can see a little bit more about that and even read what my themes were. But the big idea here, and with the Goal Free Living book, which I highly recommend you go out and get, I'll put the link below this video too, is that it's more about enjoying your life, enjoying the journey of your life, instead of the destination and always getting to one goal after another. He has a cool quote from Alan Watts in here who says, if you're always trying to go after a goal, always after an end point, it's sort of like being hungry and trying to satisfy that hunger by eating the end tips of a banana every time and not the entire thing. So he does a great job of explaining how we all do that. We all have this tendency to want something so bad that actually the wanting of it can be more enjoyable than the actual experience. We want to go on vacation. We're so excited. We get there, and it's not this perfect thing we were hoping for. He makes a point, Stephen, in the book, that if we can design a life that's so enjoyable that we don't have to take a vacation from it, wouldn't that be nice? So, again, I'd recommend both of these books. Goal Free Living by Steven Shapiro, really cool book, and Living the Simple Life by Elaine St. James. So I'll put the links below. I hope you like these. These are two books that I really enjoyed over the years, and thanks for watching.